What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's your girl Princess Michaela, back here with another video. And so I've been posting a little bit, trying to stay on track, you know, keeping it up to date with you guys. So just checking in today. It's actually super late. It's like 7:52. About to head out to go skating with some homies and stuff like that, you know, just having a good night and everything. But I am gonna actually insert a few clips because I actually did a couple shoots today, well this week. One with Nate again that you guys saw in one of the last vlogs, and another one with Lizzie again, who you saw in the last vlog, in one of the last vlogs as well. So just a couple clips. I'm gonna put those here.
We already here, so turn off the lights. Yeah.
How many of y'all been rocking with me since 2005? Alright, we gonna test. We gonna see that. Shit.
So I have some good, positive news to help me stay on track with my vlogging lately. I've been wearing this fanny pack. I'm going to show you guys in a second. But I got it from @thekeyway on Instagram. I'm going to probably drop her information on the video or below or something like that. So check for that if you're interested. But it's really, really cute. I bought it the other day off Instagram and I'm like, fanny packs are everything. Especially for the summer when you don't want to have too much stuff, you know? So let me go ahead and show you. It's really like this pretty pinkish rose gold metallic look that I really, really love. My favorite tone is like a rose gold and a gold. I love those colors. So either way, so I got this. So yeah, that's a good way to carry things, and I use it when I'm at my shoots because I put my, like, if I have one lens on my camera, I use it at my shoots because if I have one lens on my camera, usually my other lens is not too big. I can put it in my bag if I have nothing else, and maybe like with some hand sanitizer or something small that I may need for the shoot, and I just carry it in here, and I can easily change out my lenses and stuff. That helps me when I don't have an assistant or somebody to help me or whatever. You know, usually people are super interested in helping me and stuff on my photo shoots anyway, so I get blessed with having someone come along and they can do all of that stuff for me. That's how you get most of my vlog footage, if you didn't know. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back. It's your girl Princess Michaela. Oop, I'm super zoomed in. Super zoomed in. Either way, this is cute. I like this. Either way, I'm in the house today actually showing you guys a edit with me. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is just a recent shoot I did. I may do 2 pictures from 2 recent shoots. Okay, so we're back, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and start with the very first image I have here, and I'm gonna go into my develop module and completely reset the image back to its base. The first things I like to do when I'm looking at this image is I want to go ahead and get everything straightened, if I can, as good as I can. I may go ahead and mess with the temperature because I do want it to be a tad bit warmer. And now I'm going to mess with my exposure because I really like bright but contrasty. So the idea for this whole shoot, let me go ahead and take a step back from that. The idea for the entire shoot that I had was shadow play. So I went at a pretty good time of day, maybe 11ish to noon, and shot a bunch of images around in the park and everything, and I loved how the shadows were looking at that time. So I love the idea of naming this shadow play, if you get what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go through what I feel like makes the shadows pop. So let's go ahead and look at the before and after. So far, it's just taking it a little bit out the blue tone. It's made everything a little bit more straight. It's made everything a little bit more contrasty. I love it where it's at right now. But that's not all you want to do. You can have way more control right here in this tone curve. So what I like to do is, like I said in the first section, you just go through and mess with things. I love how this looks with these brighter contrasts here. And then when you add it and boost it and give it a, I love this. So I'm going to take the highlights just a little. I love this section right here, the hue, saturation, and luminance, color, black and white area. I don't really go to the much black and white, which I will maybe in the future, but right now I like to stay with the hue, saturation, and luminance section. I always start with saturation just so I can see where things are. And I'm looking at, it's only a little bit of red in this image. So I'm gonna play with that a little bit. I like that. I don't really too much care for the split toning right now. I'm just going to leave that section, but that's a very powerful section if you do have time to look around in there. Good section to look into. So I just like to add a little bit of sharpening and a little bit of that, not too much. Then I like to go to the lens correction section, and this is where you just enable a profile correction for your specific lens. And it may not look like much of a change, but it does just add just a little bit more oomph to the image. So I'm going to leave that just like that. Transform, this will help you work on getting it a little bit more straight. Sometimes it doesn't do alright, so I just like to do it myself. And after I'm looking at it, I do feel like it did a better job. So I'm gonna leave it. And then I add just a little bit of vignetting around, just maybe one, maybe two. Bump it 3, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of grain. So let's go ahead and take it back and look at the beginning to the end, just a slight color adjustment. And then what something that you can always do is I'm going to go back here. I'm just going to press this little button and get back to the full image, and then I'm going to Command C if you're on a Mac, and I'm going to just copy the settings, and then you can actually paste it onto the next setting and get the exact same image. So I'm going to add this vignetting on there because I did a little bit of that on here. Then I'm going to copy everything, and then we're going to go to the second image that we're editing for today. And since we're already in the develop module, I'm going to actually take it back and reset all of the settings. And you never know how things will look, so just try it. Copy and paste. Command V if you're on a Mac after you Command C everything. And it got it to a pretty good tone. And now, like I said, I want to add a little bit more yellow into this. Alright, so we're just going to do a little before and after, and that's really good. Nice contrast. So we can continue to go lower. We added a little bit of vignette on this one. This one you can use a little bit more. Go back in here and make sure that I add those profile corrections. And then I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next image and just copy, paste, and we'll Command V that one down. And we're going to already just look at what that did for this image. It made it that contrasty that I like. Now I'm going to go in and play with the shadows just a tad bit more. You can do a lot more with this image as far as going in and specifically taking out his color to make his shadow a little bit better and keeping all of this the same. You can go way deeper into that, but this is just a basic tutorial right now, so we're not going to do too much of that. We're just going to see what we can do with this. And then I'm going to go back into my tone curve on this one and just give it back that darkness that I like. See how much different they all look. And to do that, what I just did, I'm gonna go back and show y'all. I selected all three of the images by pressing shift onto the keyboard, and then I went down here to where there's the three little boxes, and then I'm pressing L on my keyboard to put the lights out so that I can see them just like this. And I really love how that same edit that I did just on this one image can be applied to all three of them and have the same tone throughout the shoot.